This simple method will help you more than 10x your output from AI. It is super simple, and it just baffles me how many people are not aware or educated enough to use this sort of approach when implementing or interacting with AI. And it's really simple. I decided to call it the slice method. And the reason being is you should never try to throw the whole problem into AI and try to get the AI to solve it all in one shot, or try to solve the entire problem in one go. Instead, you should get the problem or whatever you're working on and break it into smaller steps. And the way I think of it as is, hey, you've got something big, you're slicing it into something smaller. So that's why I call it the slice method. So let's go over here, have a read. So this is what I made slice stand for: segment. Break down your problem into smaller steps. What does L stand for? Loop. Work through each piece. What's the I stand for? Iterate. Refine with feedback. C, combine. Pull everything together. And then E, execute. Get your final solution. So I'll show you guys a live example so it makes more sense and you can follow along and do it yourself. Let's first start off with segment. Okay? And here's an example of a prompt. I need help with XYZ. Please break this down into 5 to 7 specific steps I should tackle one at a time. Number each step and keep them in logical order. So let's go do a live example of this right now so I can just show you. I'll open up Claude and let's make an example. I need help with writing my LinkedIn about copy for my profile. And let's just keep it really simple. Sometimes I like to do 5 to 7 specific steps, but if it's a smaller task, I like to do less steps. Please break this down into 2 to 3 specific steps I should tackle one at a time. Number each step and keep them in logical order. And at the time of this recording, I'm using Claude Opus 4.1. So we'll pass that into Claude. Let Claude think about it. Go back. All right. So it's going to ask me a couple of questions. So I can give more information for the AI so it can create a more precise or more accurate output. Define your professional story and audience. Okay, so to make this really quick, I help busy non-technical founders convert their idea or build their idea into a quick MVP that they can quickly test in the market and test out whether they have PMF or not. So that's one. I'm just doing this really quickly just to show you. I work as a fractional CTO and I also help founders or aspiring entrepreneurs or business owners, etc., create MVPs to quickly test out their idea and then validate it with data in the market. What drives me is I really want to see problems being solved with solutions that help improve the lives of people. And I hate the idea that people who are non-technical are burnt by developers who take advantage of them. So I want to offer a quick and fast solution so then ideas can quickly be tested in the wild. So I'm just kind of doing this on the spot. And then 3, polish with a clear call to action. Very simple call to action. I just want people to book in a call with me and then I can see if I can help them out at all or give any advice. Connect with me. Okay, so that's segment. So it's just segmented into 3 different steps. And I've just given AI the feedback on those 3 different steps. Okay, so that was segment. Next part is loop. Okay, so let's have a look at what the AI gives us back. So loop, let's focus on whatever step. Please provide a detailed solution for this step. Include specific examples of actual items. You'll understand in a second why you do this. Because sometimes when you do the segment part, you'll obviously give the AI the feedback it needs. And it will say, hey, I want to do this, 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 and that. And this is the copy it's given me so far. Okay, so the thing that stands out to me immediately is I help non-technical founders. If someone's a non-technical founder, they don't identify themselves as a non-technical founder. So let's fix that. I think we should fix the part of the copy where it says non-technical founders, because people don't necessarily go online and identify themselves as a non-technical founder. It should be something like you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, etc., and you have an idea that you want to test in the market and you want to build an MVP quickly, but put emotional elements into it, like you don't want to be burnt by dev shops taking advantage of you, things like that. Add more emotional elements into it. And yeah, if you need to ask me more questions in regards to my target audience, please do so. This is an example of us doing the loop aspect. So reimagining copy with emotional entrepreneurial language. You're absolutely right. People don't search for non-technical founder, they search for solutions to their problems. What's the biggest fear when they come to you? Okay, let's just start answering this. So some of the biggest fears might be, hey, they don't want to spend too much money building something out or testing idea out if they don't even know it works. 2, they might want to get the idea out in the market quickly before someone else gets the idea out in the market quickly. And 3, they are an expert in their field, but they do not have technical abilities or technical knowledge, so they're afraid with trusting developers who may take advantage of them, out of them. 2, let's see what else. What have they usually tried before? There's a common misconception, there's a common experience in the industry where people have been burnt from agencies. So agencies have promised them the moon, and they get really bad results out of that. So that's probably the biggest thing that people have tried before finding me. They are most likely really passionate about their idea. That's why they're willing to invest to create this idea, or they see a great opportunity. They might have struggled hiring technical people, they just don't have the time, they don't have the bandwidth, and they're looking for someone more that they can partner with and that really at the end of the day they can really trust. I would say most of these people are 25 to 45-year-olds, business owners, entrepreneurs, and they tend to necessarily have deep industry expertise, or they are the part of the target market, i.e. they suffer from the problem and they really want to solve this problem, and they can see that this is a problem that other people have and they're really passionate about creating a solution to this, but they want to make sure they don't get stuck in massive developer builds. It probably makes the most sense to create an MVP and test out a core feature in the MVP to define that their PMF is really there. And if you don't know what PMF means, it means product market fit. Okay, so can you see how this is a loop part? We're like looping, we're giving it more feedback. So after the loop step, the next step you will do is iterate. Sorry, what I've just done there is actually iterate. So loop is like we're going on each step. Yeah, so sorry, let me reiterate that. So first we went through each step. I actually did the loop here. Here, I went through each step, I did in one prompt. And then the thing that we decided to iterate on was actually 1, where it said not in technical founders. This is where you can see we're iterating back and forth, iterating, giving it more feedback, Amazing. You've got industry expertise, you identify the problem, you know exactly how to solve it, but the thought of spending 100K plus in 12 months of development, that might not even work, that keeps you up at night. Okay. So that's iterate. Sounds a bit good. Let's have a look. Amazing, that sounds good. Can you make it a little bit more emotional, a little bit more compelling? I want it to feel like if someone's reading this, it really speaks to them. It speaks to the customer or client avatar. And focus on more, rather than saying what I do, focus on more like, hey, how we can turn their idea into an MVP to test out their vision. Also add more emotional things, add more trust building things like how we work, what we can do. If you want some social status related things, one of my clients were able to compress the timeline from 6 months to 1 month to create an MVP and quickly test out PMF, finding out what users really wanted. And once we knew what users really wanted, we used that data, as in using a data-driven approach, to build the app which had the best PMF based on the data feedback we had. It should flow naturally and be more persuasive. All right, so let's iterate. And because we're doing copy, it's already combining everything. Let's say we had a bigger problem. Example might be like a sales funnel. The different steps you might have, segments might be, hey, your sales funnel, you have email flows. And then step 2, you might have a landing page. Step 3, on your landing page, you might have your VSL. Step 4, when someone signs up to the form after the VSL, you might want to do like, I don't know, SMS flows or some sort of post action CTA follow up. But in this case, I did copy because it's really simple. So let's just have a look at this. That idea that keeps you up at night. Yeah, see how much more emotional that is? Stop watching from sidelines. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. And then once you combine everything, that's when you execute. All right, so it's already combined everything, so that's good. We can confirm this as if we want. Let's just speak this out, it's quicker. Based on all the feedback and steps, have you combined everything to create that copy to make sure it's the most effective and persuasive copy as possible? Please confirm this with me. Sometimes you can just say something like that and the AI might actually improve it, because what it's doing now is you're telling it, hey, look through all the steps, look through all the feedback and make sure you make it as best as possible based on all the steps. So we see that it's done that already, but it doesn't hurt to ask the AI to confirm, hey, have you actually combined everything? There's been instances where the AI has combined it all without me asking it, but when I asked for it to combine it all, it missed out like 1 or 2 things previously that I didn't notice and it added it in. Let me double check. So it's double checking. How I went to confirm. Do you feel the combo is the most effective? What's my gut feeling? Let's have a quick. I feel like at the start of some paragraphs, I should add some bold text just so that if someone scans my copy, they don't just skim through it, they see the bold text. And if the bold text gets their attention, then they read that paragraph. So with that in mind, could you add some sort of bold text at the start of each paragraph or something to capture someone's attention if they're just scanning the copy? See, that's like the idea that came to my head. amazing. I think that looks a lot better now. But it might be a bit too long. Amazing, this looks really good, but I feel like this might be a little bit too long, especially for LinkedIn About section. Do you recommend we make it a little bit shorter? And yeah, that's just going off my gut instinct, reading it. Like, it looks really good, but if someone's quickly browsing my profile on LinkedIn, they might not want to read all this stuff. Yeah, see, it tells LinkedIn readers have shorter attention spans. Let me condense this to hit harder with fewer words. Yeah, I like this part. Your idea with urgency it deserves. Stop watching from the sidelines, book a call. Amazing. Can you see how getting the first problem or issue or task, whatever you wanna do, by first getting it, very simple, just ask AI, hey, can you break this down into smaller steps for me? And then what this does is it makes the AI say, hey, if I want to do this, this is my plan, and these are the steps that I'm going to do, and give me more information on these steps. Because if you don't do that, what the AI essentially does is it's doing those steps, but it may make some assumptions along the way. And because it makes some assumptions, they might not be the right assumptions. By giving the AI more information, more context, if you want to call it that, it's able to give you a more precise, a more accurate output based on what you need to provide to the AI. And yeah, it's really that simple. Just think about it like when you have a problem, think about, hey, can we break this problem into smaller steps and smaller segments, and then go through these steps with the AI. Certain steps you might need to change the feedback. Be like, hey, I really liked how you did step 2, but it should be more emotional, more compelling. My target audience is not men over 30. It's actually men from 25, etc. If that makes sense. Once you've done that, iterated through all the steps, given the necessary feedback that you want the AI to know, combine all the steps together, then proofread it or execute it all together to get your final product. And it's really as simple as that. If you follow this methodology, this framework of getting bigger problems and slicing it into smaller steps, you will move from a generic, normal AI noob or novice into an AI pro user. Because you shouldn't just be thinking about, oh, what's the best prompt? You should be thinking about what's the best system for you to interact and interface with AI. Guys and girls, if you have any questions, if there's anything you want me to explain about AI, or you're struggling with something particular, feel free to just comment, and I'm more than happy to record a video and help anyone out. As always, please like the video, please subscribe, and yeah, hope to see you back in the channel soon. See ya.